Well, there's no denying that video conferencing, Zoom calls, live streaming has completely exploded in 2020. It was already heading in that direction, but of course, lockdowns, pandemic, total insanity this year has forced so many people into relying on video conferencing technology. And as we all know, if you're watching this channel, the most important part of video is audio. And I've had so many people ask me if there are simple, cheap, easy ways to improve the quality of our audio during Zoom calls, work meetings, live streams, podcasting, you name it. If you're going to speak into a microphone that's gonna be transmitted over the internet, is there a way for me to improve that without spending $1 million or learning how to use some crazy, insane board like this over here? And yes, of course, and one of the easiest, most straightforward, and most quality ways that you can do it is with one of my favorite pieces of gear, the Tascam DR05X, the upgraded version of the original DR05, which was one of my favorite pieces of kit. It is still right here within arm's reach, but the new DR05X has the ability to use it as an audio interface. And in this video, I'm gonna show you how to use this to improve the quality of any audio you're doing via the internet. Hey, I'm Brian Miller, and welcome to Audio for Content Creators, where we help you sound better and level up for all your content creation needs. So yeah, the DR05X is just an incredible Swiss Army knife for audio for content creators. And in this video, instead of showing you how to use it to record audio like I normally would, I'm gonna show you how to use it for Zoom calls, live streaming, podcasting, etc. Okay, first things first, we're gonna turn the unit on, and then we're gonna take a standard USB, a micro USB cable to plug into this. It's not USB-C, which is a little disappointing in 2020. And I don't even think it comes with one of these cables. Theoretically, you should have 1 million of these laying around. If you don't, they're a couple of bucks on Amazon. So you plug in the USB cable to your computer, your laptop, you take the micro USB, you plug it into the side. And what's going to happen is you go into your menu, go all the way down to USB, then go into audio I/F. You're gonna say connect to PC or Mac. Yes, sample rate 48K. Then go down to connect and hit the play button for execute. And now in theory, you are connected to the computer. Now, if you're on a Mac, it should connect automatically. Your computer should read it. If you're on a Windows, you may need to download a driver. I'll leave a link to the Tascam website where you can find that driver in the description. And if for some reason you're on a Mac and it's not connecting automatically, I've had a few people write to me and say they had trouble with this. You may need to download a software update for this, depending on when you bought this and whatever, who knows, right? It's all very confusing out there on the internet these days. Devices never seem to work without software updates anymore. So I believe there's a software update that'll help you out. I will also leave a link to that in the description if you need it. Now in the computer, we can check to make sure that we are actually connected and able to use the DR05X as an audio source by opening something like QuickTime. Many people do not realize that QuickTime actually has an audio recording program. So just hit new audio recording in QuickTime, hit the down arrow, and switch to Tascam DR series. Just like that, you can see that my tapping is in line with the actual QuickTime audio recording. That tells me that we are actually using this to record, which is great. And now if I hit the record button over here, you'll see that if I speak directly into the Tascam DR05X, that we're actually hearing these microphones being recorded directly into the computer. Now again, I'm doing this as a recording, but if you wanted to use this as a live stream, on a Zoom call, as a podcast, let's take a look at that. Now, at the moment, you're still hearing this microphone because I haven't clicked anything over in the Zoom software. So I'm gonna go right here to the mute button, click the arrow. I'm gonna bring up select a microphone, and under select a microphone, I'm gonna choose Tascam DR series. Now that I've got the Tascam DR series on, you're no longer hearing this. You are actually hearing the DR05X. And in fact, I'm recording this Zoom call. So right now you're seeing my webcam, which is actually a camcorder, but you're seeing my webcam and hearing the DR05X. Now the thing is, I've got this set to manual and I'm holding it. And you don't want to be holding this when you're on a Zoom call. So Most likely what you would want to do is you would want to take some kind of a mini tabletop tripod. This is a fancy little Joby Gorilla Pod here, but there's a million different types of tabletop tripods. By the way, always a good idea to engage the hold button on the side of this, which means that none of the buttons work, so you can't accidentally click the buttons. Angle it up towards yourself, lock it into place. And now I'm on a Zoom call talking with my colleagues or in a meeting with my boss or saying hi to friends and family, or maybe I'm doing a podcast or anything like that, a live stream. And now here I am, I'm using the DR-05X with the built-in microphones sat right below the camera frame so you don't even see it. And everything works perfectly. Now it's worth noting I'm always in audio manual mode. And if you're gonna be in manual mode, you do have the option to use the left and right buttons to adjust the input gain. You're gonna want your input gain to be sitting somewhere between -9 and -12 dB if you're looking on the screen. You don't want to be any louder than say -6, -5, because you want there to be enough headroom for when the live streaming softwares or whatever you're using need to do their own processing to do their magic and fling things across the internet. Don't worry about what the 0 to 100 setting is. Just make sure that whatever you're set at, the meters are not getting any louder than about -6, -5 dB. The sweet spot is to be at your normal speaking volume when you're not getting overexcited or too loud or laughing really hard, to be somewhere between -9 and -12. That's going to be your best bet. Now let's say instead of using the built-in microphones, you wanted to use the DR-05X as an audio interface to send one of your microphones directly into the computer. You're gonna need a mic that's got a 3.5mm connection, like this Movo VXR10 Pro that I've got here. So in this case, I'm gonna take the DR-05X back off of the mount because we're not gonna be using this as the microphone anymore. We're just using it as an audio interface. And instead, I'll put the Movo VXR10 Pro onto my tabletop tripod. Again, use any tabletop tripod you want. You don't have to use a Joby Gorilla Pod. In fact, I wouldn't use a Joby Gorilla Pod. These things are very unwieldy and I find them very difficult to manage. I highly recommend, by the way, the Manfrotto Mini Tripod. The only reason I'm not using it is it's currently in use holding up one of my cameras for a different project that I have this weekend, and I didn't want to undo it all. I've got that angled up at my mouth. I'm gonna plug in the other side to the microphone 3.5mm in. And then I need to go into my menu and turn mic power on because these budget on-camera shotgun mics require mic power. And now that I've done that, I should be getting input. All right, my voice is, let's see, somewhere around, okay, I need to increase the gain just a little bit now that I've got this new mic in because it's slightly different. And I'm pegging somewhere now around -5, -4, somewhere like that at its absolute maximum, which is good. Mostly I'm sitting between -9 and -12 dB. And now let's look at the Zoom call. So here we are. I'm using the Movo VXR10 Pro going into the Tascam DR05X as an audio interface directly into the computer. So this is a way to get the most out of the stuff that you already have. By having the DR-05X, you can use it by itself, or you can use it as a way to get microphones you already own for your cameras straight into the computer. And if you never owned any of this stuff in the first place, you've got a $40 microphone, which is exceptionally good quality, especially for the price. And you've got a $80, $70 or $80 piece of hardware that's going to be incredibly versatile for you. So for $120, $130, you're getting a really versatile, high quality piece of audio to improve your live streams, your podcasting, your Zoom calls, or just meetings that you're having. Now, one of the questions I have received from folks is, can you record onto the DR-05X at the same time you're using it as an audio interface? No. And it's a shame because it would have been really useful to have the backup audio going directly into the DR-05X as a recording but it doesn't seem to be possible. You can only ask for so much at a certain price point, and that's one of the things you can't do here. And of course, this works in any program where you can choose your microphone, not just Zoom. As I showed you already, you can use this in QuickTime to record with. You could pull up the DR-05X as the audio source in any DAW, digital audio workstation. If you're going direct live to Facebook or YouTube, you can just choose the DR-05X as the microphone input. In that case, right, you can do this absolutely anywhere, either recording or live streaming, as long as you can choose a microphone. Skype, StreamYard, then you can use the DR-05X either as the microphone or as an audio interface for a microphone. Well, I hope this tutorial was helpful. My name is Brian Miller. Thanks so much for sticking with me. If you have any further questions on the DR-05X, more tutorials you'd like, let me know in the comments. Come back anytime on this channel to sound better and level up. Hit the like button if this was helpful. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you soon.